Have you ever been set up on and you had no solution to beat that Pokemon, so therefore you ended up losing today's battle or a battle? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I do have a solution. That solution is Ditto. Now, hear me out. But when Ditto comes in onto said Pokemon, he gets all their stats. So you let them get +6. You let them do whatever they must do. Then you bring in the Ditto. Remember, your Ditto's Choice Scarf. So you're guaranteed to outspeed them and you one-shot them. Therefore giving you the boost that you need to win the game. Simple as that. Well, maybe not. But we will explore this in today's video. So maybe you guys sit alone in your comfy chair, grab some popcorn, because this is going to be a little bit longer of one, and enjoy. Let's see what Ditto has to say, though. Ditto looks like it's about to fall over because I've been putting it on overtime here lately. So, yeah, putting Ditto on overtime. Watch him run, though. This is hilarious. See him hopping? He's gonna hop right to me. Nope, I'm gonna walk this way. That's funny. Anyway, we've been working Ditto on overtime here lately. That's why he's about to fall over, because he's been working. Before you go, though, and enjoy today's content, I want you guys to answer the question of the day, and that is, have you ever used Ditto? If you haven't used Ditto, I really highly recommend you guys using them. And if you have, in VGC, singles, doubles, I don't care. I want to know your experience with Ditto. Do you like the Pokemon? Or would you rather have, let's say, Kyogre? Or whatever, like a +6 Snorlax of my own versus having a Ditto? Just kind of let me know in the comments down below which one you prefer. Alrighty, look at our opponent's team. We're going up against Sarah, rocking out with a Fortress, Venomoth, Weavile, Mismagius, Jolteon, and Garchomp. Some very, very interesting Pokemon for sure. For us, I'm trying to think. Infernape's not a bad lead here. I do not see a Defogger necessarily. I do see a Rabbit Spin in that Fortress. Infernape's still very good here to go ahead and set up the Stealth Rocks if they want to bring in the Fortress at any point in time. We'll still try and keep Infernape alive. Infernape's going to be very nice though against that Venomoth, Weavile as well. Maybe some huge damage onto that Jolteon just going for a Mach Punch, but that might not necessarily be our strategy there. Yeah, I'm actually thinking Infernape's a fantastic lead. If they go like Garchomp lead or something crazy kind of like that, we do have some answers, so we should be able to handle a Garchomp lead. We should handle this Jolteon lead relatively well too. We are Focus Sashed. So yeah, I think right now, I know you got that Fortress, but I think Stealth Rocks is going to be nice. Go ahead, set up these Stealth Rocks. That way we can go ahead and start getting some big damage off. Because that Venomoth will definitely not like the Stealth Rocks. And then a lot of his members are actually kind of... They don't have a lot of resist, so just having the Stealth Rocks overall will do good damage. Shadow Ball, he's maybe potentially predicting that Latias to come in. So I'm glad we were able to stay in, set up these Stealth Rocks. Did he reveal Life Orb? I don't think he did, no. Potentially could be Choice Specs. If that's the case... Yeah, Infernape does so much work here, I do not want him to go down just yet. Let's go into Azumarill. No. We're going to go into Scizor. Scizor's fine here. We can go for like a U-turn or something crazy. I just wanted to see if he's Choice Specs or not. If he's going for Thunderbolt this turn, which he didn't. He's going for another Shadow Ball. Good information to note. Yeah, I'm just going to throw off a Nice little U-turn just to get some decent chip damage off. And we'll see what happens. He's still going for that Shadow Ball. So that's fine. Scizor can get this U-turn off, and then we'll go straight into this into our Azumarill, and we should be able to finish it off with an Aqua Jet. Or we could probably go back out into Infernape. I think that might be the better option. Go back out into Infernape, go for the Mach Punch, and then we're on our way. You know what I'm saying? We're on our way. Yes, Scizor took quite a bit of damage, but actually in this battle I didn't really see a big reason to save Scizor, which is shocking, right? Miss Magius comes out, that's fine. Miss Magius will take some Stealth Rocks. We could try and go for a Flare Blitz onto this Miss Magius. I'm assuming it would probably pick up a KO. Sad part is we'd be very weakened. But I think that's not the end of the world in this situation. If we can get this Miss Magius off the board, then that way I don't have to worry about it. Sign me up, please. You know what I'm saying? Miss Magius goes down. Fantastic. Critical hit. I don't think it mattered just because it's coming from an Infernape, and Infernape is a very aggressive Pokemon. Very powerful. Maybe Weavile comes in and tries to revenge KO us with a Ice Shard. We do have the Mach Punch. Oh, Garchomp comes in. Okay, yeah, we're going to try and switch right here. Let's see, who's our best switching? Azumarill. Predicting even an Earthquake, we should take it. He might go for the Dragon attack, like Outrage or Dragon Claw. But then we'll obviously won't do no damage to us at all. Shadow Claw, very interesting tech there. Very, very interesting. This is one of those tough situations. I think we can go ahead and go for the Belly Drum. As he goes for Earthquake. Okay. So we're going to be at very low health by the end of this turn. But, like, we're going to be super low. I don't even know if we have enough for Belly Drum. We do not. Oh, no. He went for Earthquake. We could go out to Wobbuffet here. Well, not Wobbuffet. We could go out to Ditto. That's the play I'm gonna go for. Go out to Ditto. Try to preserve our Azumarill just a little bit. Just barely to just enough damage to prevent my Belly Drum. Well played, well played. Earthquake, yep, Ditto should take this. It's not the prettiest, but he did take it. And now, we get to scan his moveset. I see Dragon Claw, I'm just going to go ahead and click it. Yeah, you're forced to switch out in this situation into Fortress. Take some Stealth Rocks and stuff. Unfortunately, I do not have my Infernape in here, so I'm expecting a Rapid Spin. Very much so. Or he's going to try and start setting up spikes and stuff. Either way, I'm going to get Infernape in here right now. If he goes for Vote Switch to get the KO onto the Infernape, that'd be very good on his part, right? I mean, that's smart. That's smart playing, but we're going to do our best. Yep, Rapid Spin will come out. Barely. We barely survive. Knowing that we don't have too many things on our team to actually hit this Fortress too, I'm thinking we're going to have to stay in. Yeah, I do believe we have to stay in. He may switch it out. But either way, I'm going to go Flare Blitz. Whatever you bring in, that's fine. Infernape will go down. But we get a nice, practically a free switch to whatever we want. In this scenario, it will be our Ditto. Just to, yeah, we actually go down to the rough skin, not even our own recoil. Dang. That had to hurt Infernape. We could go out to Latias, right? But I do think Ditto's still the better option right now. We need to save Latias for the late game because it's a pretty speedy Pokemon. So is Ditto, technically, though, but Ditto's usually locked into one attack. Maybe predicting that Fortress to come back in, right? So let's go for an Earthquake. This is stabbed. It should do quite a bit of damage. I mean, if he stays in and goes for Dragon Claw, then, you know, well played. But I have a feeling you're going to be switching. And, I mean, you know what moves, potentially 3 of your moves will be coming your way. You can kind of predict which one it is. And you actually go out to Weavile. Okay, I'm not too upset about us going for Earthquake here because that's stabbed, 100 base power attack onto a Weavile, and it almost knocks it out. Almost knocks it out. Keyword is almost, because it didn't knock it out. Afraid of the Ice Shard. We go into Azumarill. Azumarill is nice here because Ice Shard shouldn't be doing all that much damage to us. And we can go for our Aqua Jet, so it kind of forces him to stay using Ice Shard if he wants to stay in. Because if he don't, we get a nice KO. Leftovers on the Weavile. That's an interesting. I don't think I've ever seen leftovers on Weavile before. Very, very interesting. Yeah, but for him to outspeed us right here, he has to go for Ice Shard. He doesn't. And we get the KO with the Aqua Jet. Fantastic stuff. So Weavile's down. That Garchomp is doing too much damage, so he can easily just bring that back in. And just click Earthquake. Venomoth. Really and truthfully, I'm kind of afraid of it trying to set up quiver dances in our face. Which granted, we do have the Ditto, so that's not the end of the world if it does that. But I'm just going to go ahead and throw some Aqua Jets at it, see how much damage we can do to it. I mean, that's not bad damage, almost half. He does have the Giga Drain, knocks me down to 1 HP. Okay. So that's practically a free Aqua Jet at this point. Because I'm not going to be switching out 1 HP Pokemon in this scenario, because we do have another Pokemon that has priority, that being our Scizor, that's still alive. He's actually switching Venomoth out. Probably going out to that Fortress? I was expecting Garchomp. What can Fortress do? Other than just being a wall, right? That's some pretty good walling, if you ask me. You know, we just don't have that good of a way to hit that Fortress, do we? Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and go for another Aqua Jet, trying to just see what we can do. I'm not... Spikes. So he's going to go ahead and start setting up these entry hazards. He's already got a lot of my team super low too, so that's actually pretty smart. Hoping that we can get maybe a critical hit on our Aqua Jet, because we're kind of pinned at this moment. Not really got a good Pokemon to come in to fight either. He's going to go ahead and hit us with that Volt Switch. We did get him down to about half. To me, that's still in decent control, right? We can still do some damage later on. Now we get nice little switch initiative on whoever he wants to bring back in, with that being the Venomoth. Man, Infernape, like I said, Infernape would have been so nice here. I can't believe I let him go down so early. I was being a little bit aggressive with him. But that's okay. We got Latias here. Latias should outspeed. Unless this is one of those Choice Scarf Venomoths. They're not very common though. So like I said, we should outspeed here. Pop that Psychic off and we should have this KO in the... No problem. He's switching. That's fine. Who wants to take a Psychic? It looks like that Fortress might be physically defensive on how it took our Aqua Jet, so it might not like these Psychics nowhere near as much. Really and truthfully, we might as well just go for another Psychic. We could go for a Draco, but I want to try and save those. I could set some Calm Minds. Like, there's nothing that Fortress can do against me. And we can probably potentially get a Latias sweep going on. So let's Let's actually do that. Just start setting up some Calm Minds. And we kind of reverse the situation on him. He wants to set up those spikes. Gyro Ball. Okay, that's still not that much damage. Really and truthfully, I can start recovering all that off. Like, that's not the end of the world. I'm going to do one more Calm Mind. And then we'll go Recover. And then we'll go for a huge Psychic. We'll save the Draco Meteor in the back for potentially that Garchomp. And we'll see what we can do. Yeah, we're definitely recovering here. Just so that way we can stay relatively close to full HP. And then I'm going to pop this thing off with a Psychic. Not expecting it to KO though, because unfortunately Fortress is just super bulky. But if we can start getting some Volt Switch, fantastic actually. Fantastic. So now when Fortress comes back in, we should be able to pop it off with the Psychic. It'll do quite a bit of damage. We should stay relatively healthy throughout. Jolteon does come back. I do believe Jolteon is faster. We've seen the Shadow Ball already. The thing is, we got that special defense boost. We do, yeah, we got a special defense boost. We got 2 of them. Plus, we're just naturally, especially defensively strong. And there's the Yawn. Okay, well, that's the best play for him, just to get our Latias off the board. But that Jolteon does go down because of it. Depends on who he brings in. Fortress comes back out. I'm not too worried against this Fortress, really. I'm just going to pop off this big Draco Meteor. Hopefully we can get this KO, right? Super powerful. We're +2 Draco Meteor. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, I'll go asleep just to let this Fortress go down. I will trade that. Because now we got us a game. Now we should be back in this. Latias carrying us just a little bit, right? And I like to see that. Latias doing its job. Being our legendary Pokemon on this team, it's got to do some work, and it's picking up the work. It's picking up the slack, you know? So let's see, what does our opponent want to bring in against the Latias? Garchomp, that's probably the best Pokemon to come in. We let him set up, maybe potentially. We got Ditto. If he takes us out, we can go probably into Ditto anyway, so I'm fine with this. Latias is faster, Latias. So that's good, just information to know in general for upcoming battles and stuff against Garchomps, because those are very common Pokemon. Yeah, right here we can go probably into Ditto. And as long as, let's see, I'm not too against just going for Dragon Claw in this situation, because I mean he's gonna switch it out into that Venomoth potentially, right? But that should be a 2-hit KO. It's from a Garchomp stats, you know. I mean Venomoth is not known to be the most bulkiest thing. So I'm pretty sure this is checkmate right here. Unless he lets Garchomp go down. And then he goes into the Venomoth. That's the exact play he's doing too. Fantastic stuff, you know. That's the smart play. But we're still a Scarf Chomp. Can he actually... I know he can't outspeed us. But can he take an attack? He is relatively healthy. I will give him that. That is relatively healthy. We do have Wobbuffet and Scizor in the back. We're going to probably end this thing off with the Wobbuffet though. But let's see. Dragon Claw will come out. And Ditto almost picking up the KO. Knowing that we did that much damage, there's no reason to go into Wobbuffet. Right? We can just go into Scizor. Granted, how much HP does Scizor have? Because they do have 1 layer spikes. 20. Yeah, we should take it. We should take at least. We should take the spikes and then we can go into Bullet Punch. No, we do not. Okay, no harm, no foul. We go into Wobbuffet. The only problem is Quiver Dance kind of low-key scares me, right? That's kind of the scary part. Like, I'm gonna go for the mirror coats and stuff, but yeah, that's what scares me the most, is that you got Quiver Dance. And you're probably going to Quiver Dance, Quiver Dance, Quiver Dance until you know you can take me out. There's no reason for you not to. And then with that, let's go for another mirror coat. What? Let's see, Quiver Dance again. Yeah, this thing's just gonna set up right in our face. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if they get stuff +6. Tell you on the truth, there's no reason for it not to. I mean, unless he just feels a little cocky that Venomoth can take us out. Let's go for a mirror coat again. Quiver Dance. Yep, that's exactly what our opponent's gonna do. Though they're gonna take us out with a Quiver Dance. They're just gonna set up and knock us out, and that's one of the few downfalls. If your Ditto goes down, then they can just set up right in front of your Wobbuffet, no problem whatsoever. And I mean, there's no reason for them not to get +6. That was +4, ain't it? So what we need to do, go for another mirror coat. We might have to go for Destiny Bond this next turn, because they're going to get to +6. But to ensure that we don't get KO'd, which really doesn't... we could Encore and all that stuff too, but in the end game, it's not going to really matter so much, right? We can go for Destiny Bond, see what happens. Oh yeah, she goes for the attack this turn. No! Wobbuffet went down anyway. Critical hit. It didn't matter, we went for Destiny Bond. And I think he had at least one more Quiver Dance in. So good game, Sarah. Man, you know I hate to lose that Venomoth like that, but good game, good game. Alrighty. We're going up against this very interesting Sun team, rocking out with Heatran, Torkoal, Executor, Espeon, Sableye, and Venusaur. Very interesting team. For us, I'm okay with leading Infernape. Infernape's not too bad here. Gotta worry about that Magic Bounce Espeon though, if I want to set up Stealth Rocks. But if he somehow brings in the Espeon or whatever, we can actually go for like a close combat or Flare Blitz even. And may have to worry about that Flash Fire on that Heatran, but I don't think that's as big of a deal, because if you bring in the Heatran on our Infernape, we can outspeed you the next turn with a close combat, so we should be fine there. The Magic Bounce on the Espeon, we just have to see if he's going to predict the Stealth Rocks from into the Infernape or not. I think we're alright. I think everything will work out just fine. Let's see though. Let's see what Rich wants to do. He actually leads off with the Heatran first thing. Yeah, I'm okay with going straight for a close combat here. We are Focus Sash. I'm not too worried if he does survive and hit us with an Earth Power, because we should take the Earth Power no matter what. I'm kind of just wanting to see if you bring in this Espeon or not. If you bring in Espeon, because you should be switching this Heatran out. If you don't bring in the Espeon, then we should be alright. The only problem is, what if he brings in the Torkoal? Sableye, that's fine. It's a good play. Good play. I think he'll try and stay in though. I'm gonna go ahead and set up some Stealth Rocks. I think he will stay in. I don't know what he can do to me though. That's the issue part right there, but I'm either expecting another switch, or he's gonna try and set up a Sunny Day. Okay, very interesting. Expecting you to switch into Torkoal, but if you want to set up that Sunny Day, I'll take my Stealth Rocks. Now most Sableye happen to be Focus Sash, so I'm assuming this one probably is Focus Sash as well. But don't matter what, I can still hit you with a Flare Blitz. Nothing that you have, except maybe that Heatran, would really want to take the Flare Blitz, so we'll definitely go for it. Like I said, we already know the situation with the Heatran. I'll just close combat it, no big deal. Flare Blitz will come out. Don't take him to his Focus Sash, which is shocking actually. And Metal Burst. Ouch. Okay, I need to know how that Metal Burst mechanic works. That's actually kind of cool because that's shooting a resisted attack, but I'm sure it has something to do. This situation though, I think we can easily go out to Azumarill. Azumarill and Scizor are both kind of in that weird situation where they're not going to be doing the most because the sun is up. We're going to have to worry and play against that. So hopefully he doesn't. I mean, if he Will-O-Wisp, that's not the end of the world. He actually goes for a Recover. Smart play because we're in the sun. Azumarill's just not going to be hitting nowhere near as hard. Scizor is just I mean, there's just not that many things that he can hit. We're going to just go ahead and hit this play rough real quick. He's probably going to be going for another Recover, knowing that he can take the Aqua Jet. But if we hit him with that play rough, which we're going to give him that surprise play rough, you know. Oh man, we dodged a Will-O-Wisp. That was huge. And Sableye goes down. Good job, Azumarill. Good job. And we wasted some turns on that sun too, which we're not 100% if we know if he's Heat Rock or not. So that's something that it might be a longer sunset than what we were expecting. What can Heatran do to the Azumarill? Solar Beam. Solar Beam. Exactly what he's going to be trying to do right here. Could go eventually into the Wobbuffet. But if you can go Solar Beam, I'll go Brick Break. There's no problem for that. I could have went to the Scizor, but that's one of those situations where it's like you could easily just revenge KO me with a fire attack, so I might as well try and get to as much damage as possible with a Brick Break, and if we can get good damage, I might be able to KO you with the Aqua Jet. So let's see how much damage we got. See, that's really, really good damage. He has Flame Body. Ooh, that's kind of rough actually, because now we got a burnt Azumarill, and it's in the sun. Our Aqua Jet's probably not going to be able to pick up his KO, but he does withdraw. He does withdraw, and he actually sends out Espeon. I feel like that's one of those Pokemons that is so low. It's kind of like a frailish Pokemon. Why would you send that in? Even though I'm burnt, we can still hit you. Well, okay, maybe we're not hitting you that hard. I feel like we could have hit you a little bit harder. The sun is up too. That's also what's weakening our attacks. Go out to Scizor. Scizor should take anything Espeon wants to throw at us. Hopefully, for some whatever reason, hopefully it's just not a random yawn set. Please don't be. I mean, worst case scenario though, we're still wanting to hit you with the U-turn, so that's all good. So yeah, we'll go ahead and switch out. Go out to Scizor. The idea is to go ahead and set up a U-turn. Hopefully he doesn't have yawn. That's just for a nuisance for later, basically. Not necessarily right now, because we're going to be U-turning out, so it's not the end of the world if you do have it, but I just don't necessarily want to deal with yawn today. Reflect, okay. So this is a Screens Espeon. Probably got Light Clay. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and pop off a U-turn. Get some decent damage out. Light Screen as well as the Reflect. Okay. So now we have to contend with a Sun team that has Screen support. It's actually a great thing that we didn't pick up that KO there, because we can now go out to like a Pokemon like Ditto. That's probably the best bet in this situation. Go ahead, transform into this Espeon. And that really discourages Pokemon like his Venusaur or anything else that wants to come in. And we can probably honestly pick up a KO with the Psychic in that range. Nice Espeon sitting there. Even though it is light screen is up, yeah, we still pick up this KO. And that's just good for us because now we're able to say, hey, you want to bring in that Torkoal? You have to bring in that Executor now. And that's, you bring in Torkoal and then switch into the Executor. Like, do like a double switch because you want to get the sun up. But that's just a free damage for us either way. We got Stealth Rocks up to kind of say, you don't necessarily want to do that. Heatran comes out. Heatran's super low, my man. I don't care if you have a light screen up or not. We're a Espeon, and we're going to hit you hard, you know, with a stab. That's not very effective, though. We should still pick up this KO, which we do. Fantastic stuff. Critical hit. I don't think that mattered. I don't think that mattered. I wish that critical hit was on something else. Torkoal finally coming out. Like I say, this is a free Psychic. I don't care if it does minimum damage or whatever, you know. This is still a free Psychic. And we can, there's no reason really to switch out either, because he does have those screens. So we want to waste some of those screen turns too, so hey, that's good damage. Rapid Spin? Yeah. I'm assuming those Stealth Rocks have been a pain in your butt for a while. So that's good for us. That was practically a free turn. We can throw off another Psychic. I just want to try and style those screens as the best possible right now. So Executor finally coming out. Had a Set of the Sun, had a, you know, Death Fighter or Heatran, which I think was for no reason, really. Like, I don't know what you were doing there. That's not bad. Alright, so now, expecting Solar Beam or whatever, we're going to go back out into Scizor. Scizor, I don't believe Executor first off gets any fire attacks. If it does, then that should make a thumbnail for sure. Like, I will definitely run Executor with that exact same fire move because I want to see a thumbnail of that. But I don't believe he does have a fire attack. He has Ancient Power, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Executor is not known to be a very offensive Pokemon. In fact, he's a little bit slow. He might. I mean, this is ×4. I'm pretty sure. Onto the Executor, Grass, Psychic. So yeah, U-turn is going to be nice, just to threaten that Executor out. He goes right back into that Torkoal, which is fine. We're still getting good, decent chip damage. The best thing is that we're getting good board control. We want to keep the good board control. Even though there's Reflects and stuff up, there's no reason not to get good board control. We go into Latias here. Latias can, we're threatening with the Draco Meteor. We're threatening with a Psychic. Really and truthfully, he has nothing he can threaten us with. We can actually go for a Calm Mind. He should go back into the Executor. The thing is, we're going to be Calm Mind boosted, So-Do boosted Draco Meteor. And that Executor was kind of looks like an offensive variant, so it won't take the attack as well. So keep that in mind. I mean, knowing that he went for Ancient Power instead of something like Subseed, you know, and try and start stalling out like that, because that's what most Executors I see. I mean, I don't hardly ever see an Ancient Power Executor. Still don't have an idea on what his ability is. It could be Harvest, it could be Chlorophyll Executor. Harvest is the stally kind, and I mean, we still ain't got the greatest grasp on that Executor yet. Light Screen finally wears out. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a Draco Meteor out. We have just been yawned by this Torkoal, but if he wants to switch it out to try and preserve it, we're gonna hit something really hard with this Draco Meteor, and Executor is the best victim for us. Let's contact this Draco Meteor right before you go to sleep, and then you can have good dreams. Latias. Then you can have some good dreams. You calmed your mind down, you threw some Draco Meteors and an Executor, and now you can go to sleep. Now you can go to sleep. That's actually kind of huge. I don't have to necessarily deal with that Executor, which is nice. Because, I mean, that one looked like to be a very offensive one, so I'm just getting it out of the way is just nice for us overall. Venusaur coming out. We're already asleep, so it means you have to attack us. There's no reason to switch, because we do have that boost. Might as well just stay in and see what happens. He has Swords Dance. Okay, so I'm used to seeing growth on the Venusaur, but Swords Dance. Very, very interesting. I'm just going to try and wake up and pop you off with a Psychic. It is clearly a Chlorophyll Venusaur, though, because it did outspeed us. We should wake up. I'm hoping to wake up this turn. Petal Blizzard, how much damage are we doing? Actually, not the most. Like, it didn't do nowhere near that much. Is Petal Blizzard considered physical? We didn't wake up this turn, by the way. That's actually interesting. I don't know. He does switch out. Back out to the Torkoal. This is the turn that we're going to wake up, dude. Like, oh, because your sun ran out. See, that's the problem with sun teams, and we didn't wake up. What's up with this? Latias. You gotta wake up, man. Wake up. I mean, I guess you're the female version, but still, wake up. Wake up. Don't have that maximum turn. Actually, you probably have. I believe this is the maximum turn sleeps. Finally we wake up, get this nice little Psychic off. It should pick up a KO. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we didn't pick up a KO. That's fine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just throw another Psychic. There's no reason not to. With me, we're going to pick up a KO with either the Torkoal or the Venusaur. And now we don't have to worry so much about Sleep Claws either. He shouldn't be able to put anything else to sleep because we're going to switch the Latias out. I mean, technically by Smogon rules anyway. I mean, he might be playing a different rule set, you know, but we're going to hope that he's playing Smogon, right? Either way, I'm kind of curious. I'm going to go out to Azumarill. Basically, I don't know. Scizor's not too bad here. Let's go into Scizor. I don't mind going to Azumarill, just sack it off, but I feel like he was just going to get +6 on the Swords Dance, and I don't necessarily know his full moveset to see if that would help us out or not. He actually goes for Substitutes on the Switch. Okay, that's fine. So Swords Dance, Petal Blizzard. What could that last move be? Maybe Weather Ball? But Swords Dance really makes no sense still to me. And if you're Weather Ball, that's a special attacker for sure. So then Swords Dance wouldn't work. Maybe Sleep Powder. I can see Sleep Powder on this set. I can also see Earthquake. The idea here is just so he doesn't keep he doesn't try and substitute up too much, because we're going to try to hit him as hard as we can with our bullet punches. He's got to take out our Scizor in this situation, right? Because if he substitutes after we bullet punch, he's going to be super, super low on HP. Earthquake, there it is. So yeah, you have to try and take out the Scizor here. But we got another bullet punch. I don't necessarily think this bullet punch will pick up a KO. Okay, he runs. Fantastic. All right, guys. We'll continue playing with this team and see what we can do. All right. Alright, our opponent, Edu, I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name, is rocking out with Salmons, Fortress, Alakazam, Machamp, Nidoking, and Blissey. So I definitely need to save my Scizor and Azumarill for that Blissey, which might be a late game on, it might be his early game on, who knows. Very offensive looking team, plus Fortress. How his team comp looks, I really want to say that Blissey is that Ice Beam Flamethrower and Thunder Blissey. Just how the team comp looks. It might just be Stealth Rock Blissey too, because Fortress does not get Stealth Rocks in this generation. For leads, I'm okay with Infernape here. Go ahead, lead the Infernape and set the Stealth Rocks. It forces that Fortress to go for the Rapid Spin, and that could be a big momentum change for me later on in the game. So I'm okay with that. We'll go ahead and get the momentum changed into our favor. We do have the Focus Sash, so I'm definitely going to be setting that up. Nidoking coming out though first. You know what, that's alright. We'll set up the Stealth Rocks. We'll see if you're Scarfed or not. You happen to be Scarfed, that's fine. Good information to know. That's actually fantastic to know, because we get our Stealth Rocks up and I can easily switch out. Infernape is still going to be very useful. Even if eventually he gets his Stealth Rocks up, we can switch him in to be like a death fodder or a switch fodder, you know. If he doesn't get Stealth Rocks up though, Infernape can start outspeeding things, nuking things with a close combat or something, so that's always nice. Now, knowing that this Nidoking will be switching, I'm going to go ahead and set up Calm Mind. Latias is in. Latias can definitely do some work. And we got the Blissey. Of course, the Blissey would come in. And I don't know, but man, you know what? It would be so cool to see Latias having Psyshock. It may actually have it. Where we can go in and hit the Blissey on the physical side. I would set up right in front of it. Boom, 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 boom. Need to keep our Latias actually relatively healthy. We have the Infernape switch. We could just go into it right now if we wanted to. Kind of expecting like a Flamethrower, tell you on a truth, or an Ice Beam. If he sets up Stealth Rocks, that's fine too. We'll go back into the Infernape just to get some. We'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of Blissey it is. This is a good scouting moment. Ice Beam. Now, what I tell you, very offensive. Blissey. You can kind of just tell how the team comp was. It was very offensive plus Fortress. That's fine. I'd much rather know that information 100%, and then we can go into the right Pokemon to deal with said Blissey. That Pokemon could be Wobbuffet actually. We'll go into our Wobbuffet. And we're just going to go ahead and go for that Mirror Coat. If he switches out, he switches out. If he's soft boils, you're soft boiling. But hey, we want to see if we can get this Blissey knocked out with our Mirror Coat. Let's see. He actually goes for Flamethrower. Fantastic stuff. Barely does any damage whatsoever. But let's see how much are we doing. Not much in return. Not much in return at all. Let's see. I'm expecting potentially that Blissey to want to switch. I don't see it being able to do all that much. So we're actually going to be switching as well. Probably into the Azumarill, just in case if he doesn't switch. Got our Azumarill in, relatively safe. There's a softball, that's fine too. Alright, right here is an easy Belly Drum. We could Belly Drum and then Brick Break, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. We could also Aqua Jet. This is just a free Belly Drum though, we knew that was coming. And here comes the Fortress. With the Stealth Rocks and stuff too. Millhouse. So very interesting. He's got to make a decision. Is he going to try and take out our Azumarill with a Vote Switch? Or is he going to be trying to go for the Rapid Spin to get rid of our Stealth Rocks? I mean, that's a tough decision that you're going to have to make. We honestly gonna be a 2-hit KO probably on the Aqua Jet, but we'll see what he wants to do. We'll see. Yeah, 2-hit KO, probably Rapid Spin right here, but that's about all you can do. Critical hit, never lucky. Our Citrus Berry will activate. Unfortunately, this Azumarill is not EV trained the proper way. We need to have 206 on its HP and not 207. We got 1 extra HP, but that's okay. For this team that's mostly focused on Ditto and Wobbuffet, that's okay. We're not all perfect. Come on. Sometimes Azumarill just wanted to be a little bit more healthy. Yeah, I understand that. Anyway, Fortress goes down. Fantastic stuff we'd like to see that. And I mean, yeah, sure, you get rid of our Stealth Rocks. Like I said, that he had to waste a turn to do that. The biggest problem is, though, for him, is now you're going to have to face this Azumarill. It's at +6. Do you have a Focus Sash, man? You might. This Alakazam could very well be Focus Sash. Then again, it could be Life Orb. So that's why we go for this Aqua Jet, just to see if we can get this KO. We do not get the KO. It is Focus Sash. Well played. You probably take out our Azumarill. That's fine. We took out the Fortress. We weakened your Alakazam. You know, we have to be really careful with our Scizor, though. That being our only physical attacker left. I do think we have to go into it. Actually, no. Let's go into Ditto. Being Choice Scarf, we will outspeed the Alakazam. And we can definitely do some damage. We could do some damage being an Alakazam, for sure. So let's see, what kind of moves does he have? He has Size Shock. I do want to go for that. That's the right play. That way it forces that Blissey to not want to come in. Yeah, that's got to be the play. We got Scizor for the Blissey, but we definitely don't want to see that Blissey anytime soon. So we'll go for the Side Shot. Go ahead, take out the Alakazam. With a Ditto as an Alakazam. Alright, what are you bringing in, man? Salamence. It is Moxie Salamence, because you didn't see the Intimidate. Latias will probably outspeed unless he sets up a... Unless he would set up a Dragon Dance here. But either way, we're going to try and hit you with a Psy Shock. How much damage are we doing? Half? That's fantastic. What move are you got? Outrage. Fortunately, Ditto will go down here. But I do think Ditto done its job. We threatened enough. I don't necessarily know if Scizor's priority can actually take him out. But that's okay. We can actually go into Wobbuffet here. Wobbuffet can go for the counter play. Probably be alright. Go for counter. We should survive. This is a very bulky Wobbuffet. 51 HP. You know what? That's fine. That's fantastic. Let's go ahead. Punch this Salamence in the face. So Salamence will go down. That's fantastic. Let's see if we can pull this trick off. Let's go for that Destiny Bond. And let's see what we can do here. We got the Custap Berry. We'll go Destiny Bond. They're going to go Nidoking. Fantastic. Hey, that's a fantastic Pokemon for us to go ahead and get rid of. I wish it was the Blissey, but you know what? I'll count my blessings. I'll count my blessings where you give them to me, you know? I'll take out your Nidoking because that's just one less Pokemon I have to worry about at that point. Because that's definitely a Pokemon that will threaten my Scizor. Especially with that Flamethrower. So, thank you for taking out my Wobbuffet. Because that means I get to take you out. So Wobbuffet coming through hot with this. This team is really favors the Wobbuffet play. And I think that's so fun. Expecting the Blissey. The sad part is this. Yeah, there it is. Sad part is this Blissey's probably got Flamethrower. Actually, I know it has Flamethrower, right? Technician boosted, Rock Smash. Hopefully we can survive one Flamethrower. Because I think this is a 2-hit KO. If we got the defense drop, which we didn't. And here comes the Flamethrower. Ow. Come on, Scizor. Thank you. Okay, we can definitely weaken it for the Latias, though. That's got to be the play, right? He's still got 2 Pokemon in the back. I'm gonna go U-turn right now. Get Scizor out of here, but then bring him back in to finish the job potentially. If we got that defense drop, I think we would have been able to try to stay in and fight. But since we didn't, I'm gonna have to switch him out and bring him back in, kind of play it, you know. Hopefully we do not get burnt. I do know that they have Ice Beam for the Latias. Now they may want to try and do some type of recovery shenanigans. We're gonna hit this big Draco. This obviously is a very offensive Blissey, so maybe this Draco will be enough to KO it. No, not quite enough. Hopefully he went for an attack instead of Soft Boil. Unfortunately, he goes for Soft Boil. And now he's probably going to get himself back up to super healthy. And this is the one Pokemon that this team has struggled against. You know, like we just don't really have that great of an answer for. I'm going to start Calm Minding up. We do have a Recover. But I'm going to try and get ourselves up to +6. And then we'll try and drop a Draco Meteor. Flamethrower. Really? You don't have the Ice Beam? Like, you just don't have it? I mean, what's going on there? Or were you predicting the switch? I don't know. But either way. And I'm sure that we're about to probably get a big timer here come up soon. But I'm just going to go ahead and get as many Calm Minds as possible. Because if we can get past this Blissey, we should be good to go. There's the Ice Beam. We are +2 now in our defense. And he is, if he is the Serene Grace Blissey, he is not getting the hacks that he deserves. Actually, I should hush and not say anything. But, you know, I mean, I just want to make sure. Because every time I play with Serene Grace Blissey, he may not be playing Serene Grace Blissey though. He may have a different ability. And for us, that's fantastic. For him, not so much. I'm trying to think. I think we're only at +1 on our special attack right now. Because we did drop that Draco Meteor. So now we'll be at +2. And we'll work on our way to get to +6. I wish they had the... I wish you could at least look at your stats in this game when you're doing the battles. That was so handy in Sword and Shield. Finally, he gets a freeze. Like, I was low-key kind of rooting for him. Now, it'd be very, very nice if you just go for a Flamethrower. It'd be like, okay. I'm just saying. He actually switches out. Into the Machamp. Machamp obviously has the knockoff. Obviously, and we're frozen solid. Can't do anything about it. Let's see if we can unthaw, please. Frozen solid. No, I hate the freeze hacks because it's so random. Here comes the Ice Punch. We survive. We do survive. We gotta unthaw though. If we don't unthaw, we lost. Unfortunately, you hate to see us lose to this, even though I was saying that he needs to get the hacks. You still hate to lose to it. It makes you angry sometimes, you know? Because that was our way to get through that Blissey. Unfortunately. Yeah, we got Bullet Punch, but yeah, this is game. Machamp is bulky enough to take our attack, and he hits us with an Ice Punch. We survive. We survived. Okay, I should have Swords Dance if I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, another Bullet Punch, but he'll take it. He will take us. Critical? No. Good game, good game. I got a little salty with that freeze hacks because I think it's definitely it messed me up, man. It messed me up. But good game nonetheless.